What's going on, everybody? My name is Bob from Aesthetic Imprints, and I run a custom apparel printing company based out of my parents' basement. And I recently added on an embroidery machine, and this thing was stuck upstairs in my parents' house forever because it was just too heavy to bring down. But as you can see, it's finally down in the basement. There's a link to the video right here. Hopefully it's up, but we recently just put this in the basement, and I'm excited. Now, in order to bring this big old thing down, I had to remove all the threads, cut all the threads. That's why there's no threads in here right now. But I have some jobs to do that needs to go out ASAP. So today I'm taking you guys along with me. I said screen printing. You see, I'm so used to screen printing. Today I'm taking you along with me in embroidering some beanies and some snapbacks. So let's do this. Now I'm gonna add the thread colors that I need right away, which is red, white, and black right now. So I'm just gonna throw these on both heads and then start running the jobs, and then I'll be cleaning the shop. Alright, I finally got it threaded. My mom helped me because that threading is gonna be a pain. I already know for all 15 needles, but I only did the 3 that I need right now. And I got these arms back attached. So let's start embroidering. But first, let's go do some testing. And I already did some testing behind the scenes over the past week, and let me show you that. Alright, so the first test we did was this one. As you can see, that looks good, but the only issue was the small words down here, Sacramento, are a little not the cleanest. No, we wanted that to be a little cleaner. The customer also wanted that to be a little cleaner. And so I went back to it and tried to adjust it as best as I can. Had my digitizer adjusted, and we came with this one. As you can see, the words got a little cleaner and it looks a lot more crisper. But then I wanted to make it a little bit even better. I knew we can make it better. So I came back and we came out with this one. And that's pretty much the best I could get right now. Maybe I could get better, but those words are just so tiny that it's just super hard. And that's very legible. So let's do a test run right now to make sure everything is still intact and everything's good to go. And then let's move forward. Alright, you guys, I got the beanies on here. I don't know if the placement and all of it is right, so we're just going to do a test print on this, make sure everything is good. So let's start. Alright, so right off the bat, this one isn't going through. I don't know why. Maybe the bobbin is out. Bobbin looks right. Let me try to run this one back. Beanies are done. Let's check out how this came out. Check this out. Get the hoops off. And then this is just the topper. We just rip this. As you can see, that's a pretty solid embroidery job once I get rid of the topper. So let me mess with this. And this stuff Now it's okay if I can't grab everything because this is water soluble, so when you throw it in the wash or if water touches it, it just dissolves. So it should be fine. But for the big pieces, just take it out. But let me give you guys an example. If I just spray this, you see how I just went overboard on the water, but that stuff just disappears, as you can see. Sacramento, small letters, if it focuses, came out clean, and that's very small compared to my nail size. It's barely the size of my nail. Yeah. So there is how the beanies came out. I'm pretty happy with how this came out. The letters are legible, everything is legible, placement is nice. Maybe I can move it a little bit higher up, but that's why we do a test print. All looks good. Now that those beanies turned out good, let's begin production on the beanies because we got about 20 beanies to do, so let's go. So now what I'm gonna do is get these hooped up. Got my backing on there, get the beanie thrown on, and about 1 inch away from that black gap is what's perfect for me. So right there. Now I'm gonna take my topper and use 2, just cause I tried 1 and it wasn't working as good, but I'm gonna double up and it gives a better hold. Just down a little bit and boom. Last step is me loading it on here and now just hitting start and letting it do its thing. Now, while that embroidery machine run, as you can see, there's a huge mess down here from bringing that embroidery machine down. I had to make space. I had to get rid of stuff to make space for it over there. So I gotta clean this spot. So I'm gonna multitask while those run. I'm gonna try to get this spot clean. Boom. For you guys, it's only been a second, but for me, it's been a couple hours. The beanies are all finally done. So let's check these out. All right, you guys, here's all the beanies right here. Ignore my unfinished wall. It's gonna be finished soon. It's gonna be something cool. But anyways, we did some black beanies right here. We did some regular gray beanies, and we did some charcoal gray beanies, and these turned out fire. As you can see, everything looks good, but we're not done yet. We're actually gonna do some snapbacks, so let's get into that. All right, now the first things first, I got these on here right now, but I gotta switch it out with these hat hoop thingamajiggers, so let's do that. Now, switching that out is pretty simple. I just take my Allen key and take these heads off. All I'm gonna do is just loosen these up a little bit. Take your Allen key, loosen it up, and then just take it out. To do this, I might as well talk to y'all. You guys wanted some videos on this Ricoma machine, so here I am bringing you these videos of me embroidering from my basement. So yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not sponsored by Ricoma whatsoever. I didn't get any discount, nothing from this, so I'm gonna be as real as it gets with this machine. It's been doing pretty good. I don't have any complaints. I don't have any big complaints. I did have an issue where the needle, the heads just shifted, but I was able to get that fixed. They just FaceTimed me and we got it fixed. Anywho, we'll talk more about that soon. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this set up. Slide this in. Boom. And then do the same for the other one. I'm not the best at this yet. Keep in mind, I did get this machine only a couple months ago. Now you just get that in there, and then now I'm just gonna tighten the screws up. Now I got two hats here. This is a snapback, this is just a regular dad hat. I'm gonna go ahead and run it through here just to see if everything's going good. You know, I like to do my testers just to make sure everything is going good, because you never know. I'm gonna clip this in. One sec. It switches to a hat hoop. There we go. Now I'm gonna throw this on here. Got that clipped in. And I got that clipped in. Now for this dad hat, I feel like I'm gonna need those clips and clip it on the side. Just because the dad hat is so loose. Now, let's do a trace. That clip literally just said, I'm gone. Try that again. I want to make sure I won't. Let's start. Why you always do tests. Something happened. I don't really know what happened. It just stopped stitching. Stitches weren't connecting. At that point, I thought it was a bobbin issue. Maybe I ran out of bobbin, but the bobbin was all good. So I'm just gonna try to rethread it, see what happened, and then just restart. See if that fixes it. It fixed it. I saw it working, but I don't know. Maybe I need to clear this up, and it just left a mess. It's a good thing I ordered extra hat. Alright, just rethread it again. Let's see. We're looking good. Perfect. Now the same thing just happened again when it switched to the white ink. Not ink, I'm too used to screen printing. When it switched to the thread, as you can see, this was supposed to be all done, but for some reason the needle is not connecting or stitching this properly. For the blue hat, as you can see, that letter is stitched. But for this one, as you can see, it's not finished stitching. For some reason, it's not. I don't really know what's going on here. I'm just gonna have to try to figure it out. If some of you guys do know what this issue is, let me know down in the comment section. But let me try this again by going back. Seeing if it does it. Let's see. You see it's not stitching. After messing with it a little bit, I checked the bobbin, and I think the bobbin was a little jammed, so I kind of messed with it, try to fix it. Let's see if that fixed the issue. I hope it did. No, it didn't. I don't know. What the hell? Wow. So, you know, I was like, obviously this is probably an issue, but it's probably something small or something I mislooked or I did wrong. And to come and find out, my silly ass I forgot to flip over this tab. I don't know why, because I flipped over everything and took out the paper on this blue hat. And I forgot to take out the cardboard piece of paper. So, I don't know if that's the reason why. I don't know, but either way, that shouldn't even be there. So, I definitely messed up on that. So, I'm gonna try to take this out and try to load it back up and see. This is what I forgot to take out. Oh, man. Shit happens. Damn. Alright. Should we try it again now? Sure. See, I just fucked up right there. And it works now. I knew it was an issue that I did something wrong or something. Now you guys know to not forget to take out that piece of cardboard. Literally, I kid you not, 10 seconds after this thing started working, this one stopped working. Like, this one just doesn't stitch anymore. Woo! Learning curve for sure. But I know it's just something I'm doing. It's user error. It's gonna be some bobbin issue. God. So scary working with these things, because if you mess products up, it's a good thing I did this test. See, it's always good to just do your test. See, in this case, I'm all out of bobbin, so that's an easy fix. I got my fresh new bobbin right here. I use magnetic bobbin. It's just easier. So I'm gonna load this up wherever it is. Throw it on here. Like I said, man, the machine is, it's not the machine's fault right now. It's my fault. User error. If not user error, it's just ran out of bobbin. I hope it's still in registration. We're gonna go all the way back and redo the eye, because here the eye just did not go through at all. But here it's good, so I'm just gonna restart on this one. That fixed it. Please go smoothly now. Oh, the hats are done, but it turned out well. But remember those issues that happened that made it so that it's not a clean thread. Overall, it looks good, but it's not clean. I'm not 100% confident yet, so I'm not even going to begin production on these because I want to do some more testing. Just because, I don't know. What I'm running into the most is this seam area, especially on this hat. The reason this hat is giving me so much issues is this is a structured hat. This hat, there was less issues because it's not a structured hat. It's just a regular dad hat. This structured hat is a lot more thicker, especially on this seam. It's a very thick seam, so the needle, I feel like, has a little bit of issues with that, but overall it's good. I just want to do some more testing, make sure everything is good. You know how it is. Yeah, as you can see, this one turned out pretty good, but the only one I'm having some struggle with is these SnapBacks. Alright, I just got 2 new hats on here. Let's see if everything goes good. Both bobbins are replaced. There should be no issues. Let's see how this goes. Alright, now both of these were running good. Everything was looking good. But for this one, let's take a closer look. Now for this one, it was running good. Everything looked good. But once it gets that middle thread, it just stops stitching. Something happens. Deet. Something happens. It just doesn't stitch. It's just not liking how thick this middle seam is. And yeah, that's just the issue that's going on. Alright, you guys. I just finished up this embroidery. It was a headache at the same time because it just kept stopping and everywhere. This is the main problem where it occurred, which is right on the center stitch seam thingamajigger. Other than that, it's alright. It's alright. It's not 100%. It looks good, but the only issue is down here. The Sacramento had an issue right there. This one is a lot better. This one didn't have a lot of issue because this is a dad hat, so it's a lot thinner. It's thick, so it's having some difficulty on that. But let's see if I can figure this out. Alright, it's been a couple hours and I'm still working on these hats, and I still haven't even started the hat order. But the best way to even just start this is I'm just gonna throw the actual hats on here and see how they do. Fingers crossed they go well. I mean, the samples went well. I did a couple samples, everything. The only issue is the middle seam. I really hope my next shot recording this is not me telling you guys this messed up. I hope it's me giving you guys good news. I'm scared to even start this. You gotta learn somehow. doesn't look good. Oh my God, it's about to stop any second. I'ma just man, it's been a long day. I spent like at least an hour deep cleaning the heck out of the bobbin case and the compartments and everything in there. 80% of I read this, 80% of embroidery issues are usually related to bobbin, and it makes sense. I mean, my bobbin compartment was dumb messy, as you saw. I'm glad I deep cleaned it and got it clean. Let's hope that fixes the issue, because I feel like the bobbin is the issue, because I kept fixing it and then it would work for a little bit and then it would probably get jammed. So let's just see what happens. Fingers crossed. Let's start this. Let's do a little trace. That's a little high, so I'm happy I did trace. Well, this one's a lot. I need to adjust this real quick, because this hat is not hooped like down. Give me 1 sec. Be right back. I'm back. You know, this is a longer video than what I expected, but I guess I'm just sharing the truth. Let's try this again. What the? Am I tripping? Alright, I think I'm just... No joke. I gotta try this again. I'm back. Hopefully this is the one. Yeah, that's about right. Let's get it. Please. Oh my God, I think that actually fixes it. Wow. I'm so happy. Woo! Wow, it worked. Cleaning the bobbin fixed the issue. I don't know if that fixed the issue or what, but me doing that deep clean, something, the machine liked it. It didn't have any issues stitching and it worked. Check this out. It came out clean and I'm happy with the output. Let's get it. I'm happy. I wanted to finish this night with at least getting this down and not having to worry about it not working or just fixing the problem, which I did, and I'm happy. It's pretty late. I spent all day doing this, but it's worth it. Gotta learn it somehow. You just gotta go through those trials and tribulations, but let's get it. All right, so clearly my camera wasn't focusing, but here's how this snapback came out. As you can see, it's the next day. I got 2 fresh new snapbacks loaded up previously yesterday, last night from our test run. These look fire, and I'm pretty confident on how this is gonna go, but you can never be too confident, so fingers crossed it goes well. Let's do this. So just gonna start it. I knew things would go end up well. These turned out fire. I don't know what your stuff or not. These, I'm happy. Just gotta trim these ones that are poking out, but damn. Let's begin full production. There it is, everybody. This was a tough job. I mean, the video started off smoothly with the beanies, but then we got some obstacles coming along our way for the snapbacks, but we fought through it and everything went well. I can't believe cleaning that bobbin area definitely helps. I highly recommend you guys, if you guys have an embroidery machine, keeping that area clean, because it clearly just solved a lot of problems. Now, shout out to Main Event for reaching out to me. They actually found me from YouTube, and Lino, that's your name, Lino, he reached out to me and showed me some love and placed the order with me. Shout out to them, Main Event in Sacramento. So shout out to you, man. I'll throw your Instagram up right here. Check them out. They got some dope stuff going on. And if I'm in the area, man, I'm gonna need some training or something. Let's do it. But I went ahead and threw in some free, this is a trucker hat. So we do trucker hats. And then this is the same type of snapback, but it's not a snapback, it's curved. So it's like a dad hat with a mesh back and then blue. Just throwing some extra things in there for him. But if you guys enjoyed this video of me taking you guys along with me through the problems and everything that I took you guys along with me, give this video a big thumbs up and show me some love. There's gonna be a bunch more screen print and embroidery content out there. And if this is your first video with me, go ahead and subscribe, because I got a ton of content on screen printing, behind the scenes of everything. I recently got this embroidery machine, so we're just gonna be doing a bunch of content on that. And this is my first embroidery order in the basement, because this thing was stuck upstairs in the office, because this thing's one hell of a beast to pick up and take downstairs. But there's a funny video right here, you guys can see how we took this thing down. It's crazy. But I'm gonna stop talking. If you guys enjoyed this video, give this video a big thumbs up, show me some love, follow me on Instagram, because I post on there daily. And always remember, no grind, no glory, and I'll see y'all in the next one.